A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, Israel's Security Cabinet is set to convene today to discuss the next steps in the ceasefire agreement. This comes as U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio embarks on a diplomatic mission in Saudi Arabia, advocating for President Donald Trump's controversial proposal for a U.S. takeover of Gaza. Rubio's journey began in Israel, marking his first Middle East trip in his new role. During his visit, he made a stark declaration regarding Hamas, stating, "Hamas cannot continue as a military or a government force. They must be eliminated." This statement underscores the urgency and seriousness of the situation, especially following the devastating attacks that have ravaged Gaza since October 7, 2023, which ignited a prolonged 15-month conflict. As Rubio and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stand united in their approach, Netanyahu emphasized the shared strategy between the two allies, warning that the gates of hell will be opened if all hostages held by militants in Gaza are not released. This warning comes on the heels of a recent exchange where Hamas released 3 Israeli hostages in return for 369 Palestinian prisoners, marking the 6th such swap under the ceasefire agreement facilitated by the United States, Qatar, and Egypt. Despite ongoing negotiations, both Israel and Hamas have accused each other of breaching the ceasefire, a situation exacerbated by Trump's widely criticized proposal to assume control over Gaza and relocate its over 2 million residents. Netanyahu spoke of the discussions surrounding Trump's bold vision for Gaza's future, which, while lacking in specifics, suggests moving Gazans to neighboring Jordan or Egypt. This plan has met with resistance from Saudi Arabia and other Arab states, which favor the establishment of a Palestinian state alongside Israel. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reinforced this stance, stating that a Palestinian state is the only guarantee for lasting peace in the Middle East. Rubio's itinerary also includes a stop in the United Arab Emirates, where discussions will likely revolve around the potential historic recognition of Israel by Saudi Arabia, a goal that Trump's Gaza plan complicates. As the first phase of the ceasefire, lasting 42 days, unfolds, there are growing concerns that the fragile peace could collapse at any moment. Nasser al-Astal, a retired teacher from Khan Yunis in southern Gaza, voiced the fears of many, saying, "At any moment the fighting could resume. We hope that the calm will continue, and that Egypt will pressure Israel to prevent them from restarting the war and displacing people." Since the ceasefire was implemented on January 19th, a total of 19 Israeli hostages have been released, alongside the release of over 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. However, out of the 251 individuals captured during Hamas's initial attack, 70 are still believed to be in Gaza, with 35 confirmed dead by Israeli military sources. Rubio condemned Hamas's actions as sick depravity and called for the immediate release of all remaining captives, particularly highlighting the plight of 5 Israeli-American dual nationals. As negotiations for a second phase of the truce are anticipated to commence this week in Doha, both Israeli and Hamas officials are preparing for further discussions. Netanyahu's office confirmed that the Security Cabinet will meet today to deliberate on the next steps, while negotiators are being dispatched to Cairo to ensure the ongoing implementation of the current phase. The tensions surrounding the Gaza conflict have rippled across the Middle East, inciting violence in Yemen and Lebanon, where Iranian-backed militant groups have gained influence. The timeline for the withdrawal of Israeli troops, initially set for 60 days, has been extended to February 18th. Hezbollah's chief, Naim Qassem, stated that Israel must fully withdraw by the upcoming deadline, urging the Lebanese government to take action to facilitate this withdrawal. Rubio has labeled Iran as the single greatest source of instability in the region, following limited direct strikes exchanged between Iran and Israel. In response to Netanyahu's remarks, Iran condemned them as a gross violation of international law and the United Nations Charter. The conflict has inflicted severe casualties, with Hamas's October 7th attack resulting in the deaths of at least 1,211 individuals, predominantly civilians, according to Israeli official figures. In retaliation, Israel's military campaign has led to the deaths of over 48,271 people in Gaza, the majority of whom are also civilians, as reported by health officials in the Hamas-controlled territory. As the situation continues to evolve, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that can bring lasting peace to a region long marred by conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.